next island is Navadwipa, which is Kirtanuk, and I made this island. I think I'll just come down here. Is that?
That's okay.
That was
Well, I mean,
I can hold it.
it has to go kind of on the slant. So, before this island got the name Navadwipa, it's kind of a story that makes this island become it. So, after Indra had poured all the rain on Govardhan Hill, he apologized to Krishna. He still felt deeply, deeply sad with himself with what he did. So, he was very upset, and the Surabi cow told him that Lord Chaitanya, which is also Krishna, is going to appear in his most special place. So Surabi cow and Indra came and they decided to do austerities here. So after some time, Shiva was feeling much better. Indra was feeling much better, and he went back to the heavenly planets, but Surabi decided to stay here forever and constantly do austerities for Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So, Go means cow, and Druma means tree. Indra and Surabi cow, they prayed and did our austerities underneath a banyan tree. So here is Surabi Kunj, right here, and this is Surabi cow underneath the banyan tree. This is the spot where Indra and Surabi cow prayed. Right now there is no more banyan tree, but there is a tulsi plant there, and there's a cow there. There's always a cow there, a very friendly cow. The next place is, let's see here. There was an order, but I don't know if it's important to go. Oh, Shingapali, which is down here. And this is a very, very famous place. It's been famous for over 3 million years. And it's the place where Lord Shingadev, after he fought with Hiranyakashipu, he came here, and this is the Mandakini River. It's dried now, so this is just the riverbed. He came here and he washed his whole body and drank the water. And
could you turn
and he all the demigods saw that he was in this peaceful form there, so they all built these beautiful palaces around him and worshipped him there. So now there's a beautiful temple there, a very beautiful temple there with a black Nrsimhadev deity that's ancient. He's stepping on Prahlad's head.
Prahlad's head?
Yeah. He just has his foot on Prahlad's head. And he's holding a decapitated Nrsimhadev, Hiranyakashipu in his arms. So pretty amazing. So I tried to do something a little bit like that here. The next place is Harihar Kshetra. This is also called Mahavaranasi. Varanasi means no fear from death, and that is because Lord Shiva resides in this place, and he's constantly chanting and dancing, chanting the names of Hari. And inside this temple, there's Lord Harihara, who is half black and half white. Half of him is Vishnu and half of him is Shiva, showing that they are one and the same. And on one side is Virgo Shiva, which means old Shiva, and it's a big stone. And on the other side is Gadadhar Pandit's footprint, and there's also Lakshmi and Parvati on both sides of Lord Harihara. So at the time of death, for the people who reside here and worship Harihara, Lord Shiva comes personally and chants the name of Hari in their ear at the time of death, so they automatically go back to God. The next place is Amgat, which is where one time Lord Chaitanya and Nityananda and all their associates just had a huge Harinam Sankirtan party, and they were really exhausted, so they decided to rest in this spot. And Lord Chaitanya saw that they were all very fatigued, so he took a mango seed and he planted it in the ground, and instantly this huge, amazing mango tree bloomed and grew, and it had hundreds upon hundreds of super juicy, sweet, ripe mangoes. And these mangoes were extra special. They had no seed and no skin. So he offered them to Krishna and then gave them to all of his associates. It says there's 200 mangoes, and he gave them all out. And one mango was enough to completely fill up one devotee. So They did this for a whole entire year. And every day it would have the same amount of mangoes, constantly. And one day, after a year, it just disappeared. At Lord Chaitanya as well. So it's not there anymore, but we can still go to that spot and know that it was there. The next place is Suvarna Vihar, which is down here. There's deities there. Inside. You can look at it over there. This is where Suvarna Sen, which was a king in Satya Yuga, he was very, very much attached to all his wealth. And it's all he could think about. And one day Narada Muni came to him and he said, "Why are you so attached to this wealth? It's not coming with you when you go anywhere. You're going to leave it here. You spent your whole life trying to accumulate all this, and it's completely useless at the time of death." So this actually really changed Suvarna Sen's whole idea of life, and he started to pray to Lord Gaurachandra. And in a dream, Gaurachandra came and he told him that I am coming in my form, my golden form, as Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and you are going to come too, known as Buddhi Mantakan. So in Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's pastimes, Buddhi Mantakan was a very wealthy person, and he paid for the whole entire wedding, which was this huge, grand wedding of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Vishnu Priya. He also paid for all the costumes that they made the drama of in Chandrasekhar's house. I'm not sure, I don't know too much about that one. And he also paid for many of the travels to Puri. So he was a very, very special person. Next place is Svarada Sakanda Kunj, which is Bhaktivinoda Thakur's house. And it's exactly the same. It's non-different from the same grove or kunj that's in the spiritual world, which is Lalita's grove. So I made a diorama of, I wonder if we can put this in the back.
You move the thing first.
Okay, sure.
Yeah, we stand first.
So this is a replica, somewhat replica of Bhaktivinoda Thakur's house.
Did you turn around just so everybody can see slowly?
If you can pull it back, then everybody can see.
Yeah.
It does have a whole other attachment to it, but it's kind of large, so I didn't add that. It has like a little courtyard.
Just
Probably best if people go after.
Well,
and
afterwards
see.
people will be able to see.
Yeah, because it's not very easy to move.
This is slowly falling apart here. Okay. So inside, there's his bedroom and his japa closet and his desk. And he has, Radha was telling me, he has a very ancient fan in his room. So, well, his own fan, but it's ancient now. And right here with his bookshelves. And underneath, Radha said, is kind of like the basement, and it also has his kitchen area. So I also made that.
And then the balcony.
And then this is the balcony where Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur saw his amazing vision right here on this one. So this is where he looked out and he saw Lord Chaitanya and all his associates dancing and chanting, and he also saw this beautiful, huge temple which was being built at this exact moment, which was very amazing. The exact temple was amazing. So I think, there's one last place on here. And it is called Bhaktivedanta Arogai Ashram. It's right here. Oh, I forgot to mention that this Suvarna Vihar has a Lord Chaitanya deity that's life size, so 7 feet tall. Pretty amazing to see. And so this place here, Big Plate Prashadam, is this ISKCON's huge Jagannath temple that they have. Their deities are huge. They're like maybe 7 or 8 feet tall. And every day, I think it's every day, but correct me if I'm wrong, they serve 6,000 plates of prasadam to all the children in nearby villages. And they also have huge schools for them. And they're constantly doing the service, which seems very, very amazing.
It's an ISKCON temple?
Yeah.
Wow.
And I noticed that in a lot of, when people go on like pilgrimage to different places, they seem to always start at this temple. So this is,
Looks like they serve very nice prashadam.
and I made a big plate for Shadam. And then they have, there's a little heart on the side. I was going to do bhajan, but we don't have enough time. So it's okay. So this is Gojimudweep.
Would you do the bhajan after lunch? After
You can do it.
dinner?